The Curse of Commercialization by Benjamin Krem's Master. A Master Speaks, Volume 2, page 119. If men are to save this planet from the results of global warming, they must do infinitely more than is planned to limit carbon emissions, and in a shorter period of time than is generally accepted as necessary. Men have been slow to recognize the dangers, and even now many refuse to take the problem seriously. Such attitudes, there is no doubt, put in jeopardy the future of planet Earth. At most, men have 10 to 15 years in which to establish a balance before irreparable damage is done. To achieve this goal, men must change dramatically the present way of life and embrace simpler forms of living and working. Gone are the days in which men raped and ravaged the planet at will, without a thought for the generation still to come, neither seeing nor caring aught for the environment which has gradually and inevitably decayed. Each year, and for many years, huge areas of ancient primal forest are cleared of life-giving trees for purely commercial benefits. Commercialization indeed bodes ill for humanity as it tightens its grip on the throats of men. Commercialization, says Maitreya, is more dangerous to men than the atomic bomb, and is showing its destructive power in the economic chaos which rules in the world today. How long will it take governments and their peoples to see this? How long till commercialization squeezes the lifeblood out of humanity and itself withers and dies? More and more the truth of these words is born in the minds of millions who now suddenly are jobless and homeless and in despair. This has produced a situation in which Maitreya can step forward into public work without infringing humanity's free will. Patiently has Maitreya waited many years for this time, sure in the knowledge that the events now taking place would, indeed, transpire. Commercialization has bared its claws and shown its power to harm. The complacency of millions is turning into hatred and distrust of commercialization and the old order of things. Men everywhere are at last ready for a new interpretation of the meaning and purpose of life, for sharing justice and peace, for right relationship, brotherhood, and greater happiness. They are ready at last for Maitreya's call. Of course, not all men have undergone this change. There are many who imagine that they can sit out this recession and rebuild their fortunes as before. The very rich and clever ones have lost nothing. The gap between themselves and others has simply widened in their favor. They fail to understand that this time is like none other. We have reached the end of the old order. Cosmic forces dictate the changes that must and will take place. Otherwise, life would flourish no more on planet Earth. Those who are ready will quickly respond to Maitreya's teaching as he puts into simple and eloquent words their heartfelt needs. Others will take longer to forego that to which they have become accustomed, and for a time disagree. In time, millions around the world will see the need and the logic of the changes which alone will save the planet and its people.